Welcome to the commission. Were you sworn at? I mean, sworn in?
Yes, I did that yesterday at town hall.
All right, perfect. We're missing, I think, 2 people tonight, right? Fran, that said they were going to show up.
We're missing,
Mary?
Mary isn't here yet. And Leslie yet, so.
Leslie, because I think they're both coming on, right? Oh, there's Mary.
Yeah.
Hi, Phoebe. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Good to be here.
Yeah, I concur.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome,
Hi,
Phoebe.
Phoebe.
Hi, Mary.
Yeah. Welcome, Phoebe.
Thank you so much, Fran. I've only met Mary here, so
Yeah.
trying to read all your names. So Fran, Kurt, Frank, Allison, Eric, Alexandra, Leslie.
All right, we can start. All right, so welcome to the Brookfield zoning meeting, our regular scheduled meeting for April 8th, 7 p.m. And the members we have tonight is myself, Eric Cook, Francis Kwok, Kurt Timmerman, Mary Capiello, Leslie Ruggiero, and our newest member, Phoebe, which disappeared off my screen. What's Phoebe's last name?
Holmes.
Phoebe Holmes. Yeah, some reason she disappeared off my screen. Oh well. All right.
Still there.
Probably my error. We have the minutes of the previous meetings. Do I have a motion?
Make a motion to accept the minutes of the previous meeting.
Was there any second? Is there any discussion? Any changes?
No.
All in favor?
Hi.
And I
Motion
abstain.
carries.
Kurt abstains, yep.
Fran.
All right, getting busy. 107 Stony Hill Road. I got a complaint regarding a contractor's yard there. He's been doing stone walls, retaining walls there for probably the past 3 years. So I sent a notice of violation at the last, prior to the last meeting. The owner called me on 4/5/21. He's going to start cleaning the property up. He's working to get it all situated. He says, financial constraints and everything else. But I said, you know what? I just, it's been for 3 years. So, but he's definitely, to me, running a contractor's yard out of it. He said he wants to put a swimming pool in. And I said, well, be advised, I'm not going to sign off on a swimming pool until the property comes off of non-compliance issues. So I'm going to watch this. Promised me he's going to work on it. So, and we'll see what goes from there.
I did.
Just everybody just realizes. Received a complaint about 89 Wisconsin Road, Gone residents. There's a contractor's yard up there. It's just past High Ridge on the left-hand side right there. He's got chippers, tree services, everything is out there in the front yard. I notified DOT because he's parking a lot of stuff in the state right away. DOT was going to get involved too with me. I sent a notice of violation. He had until April 5th to comply with at least reaching out to me, and there's been no response. So it asked the commission. Yep, 370 Candlewood Lake Road. It's Candlewood Lake Road LLC. I received a complaint. They had a lot of bags in. They responded immediately. Contractors, a trail. Driscoll Hubbard residents. I sent a cease and desist on text meeting until I get an update as to what's going on. So applying for the ZBA variances for as residents. This is when they had the porta potties out there. He's clear. I don't see a zoning violation out there right now, but he's still in front of blight. But I think it may be removed from the next blight panel. Commercial equipment's out of there. The porta potties are out of there. Property's cleaned up. Unbelievable. The thing is, there's a fine sticking on the property of $150. So what does the commission want to do? Does the commission want to, pursue the fine for the 150, or does the commission wish to, because he complied, in a timely fashion to, not further pursue it?
So Fran, I mean, for $150, and you said he went out there and immensely cleaned it up, which means he paid well over $150 to clean the property.
Yeah.
I say we remove the $150 fine.
Okay.
and not charge it, and we can take it off our list.
Okay. Does the rest of the commission agree with that? That's all. I just want to make sure. So,
Yeah, I mean, it looks good when I go by. He did a good job.
okay. Yeah. And that's it.
Oh, that was quick, huh?
Yeah. Don't worry. Next one's gonna be bigger. So
Yeah, next time. Yeah. That's how the summer progresses.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, until it gets too hot, then it slows down a little bit, and then.
It does. Yeah.
All right, so we're now on to public hearings, which is 3 Nichols Court, application Z-21-15, which they did not get on the ZBA, so we haven't opened this one yet, right?
No.
So we're gonna open it tonight, and then we're gonna continue it out till they can be before ZBA, and I believe ZBA is having a non-regular meeting on the 19th. Is that correct, Fran?
Yes. Yes.
All right, so this is a regular special meeting of the Brookfield Zoning Commission. At this point, on our agenda, we have scheduled a public hearing concerning the application of Don and Suzanne Berry, application number Z-21-15 for the accessory apartment, 1,351 square feet, which the variance is now before the ZBA, and it will be on 4/19. First, the members of the commission present here this evening is myself, Eric Cook, the chair, Francis Kwok, Kurt Timmerman, Mary Capiello, Leslie Ruggiero, and again, this,
Phoebe Holmes.
Phoebe Holmes.
Yeah,
There you go.
Holmes.
Yeah. For some reason, Phoebe, you're not on my screen. I don't know why.
That's very strange. Not even when I'm in speaker or speaking.
Not the
See you. There's a lot of people in the meeting tonight, that's why.
Yeah, it's probably me. I don't know how to use this stuff. So the legal notice we have is the following public hearing will take place remotely via Zoom conferencing. Please view the agenda for dial-in instructions to reach the land use office. For any questions or concerns, please call 203-775-7316. Legal notice, the zoning commission of Brookfield, Connecticut will hold a public hearing remotely via Zoom, meeting ID number 128-947-0454 on Thursday, April 8th, 2021 for 3 Nichols Court, application Z-21-15, accessory apartment. At this hearing, interested persons may appear and be heard. Written communications will be received. Copies of proposals are on file in the office of the Brookfield Zoning Commission and online, dated in Brookfield, Connecticut, this March 24th, 2021 through April 8th, 2021, Brookfield Zoning Commission. This application was formally received by the commission on March 11, 2021. Public hearing is only one aspect of the approval process and is for the purposes of accepting factual information and data bearing on this application to allow expression of opinion by interested parties. Subsequent to this hearing, the commission has 65 days in which to render a decision on this proposal. The final decision may be in form of approved as submitted, approved with stipulations, or denied. After reading into record the correspondence received by the commission relative to this application, we will ask the applicant to present the application in detail. The presentation will be limited to 45 minutes. The chair will then entertain questions of clarification concerning the applicant's presentation. We'll hear from those who wish to speak in favor of the application, followed by those who are opposed. Comments must be limited to 5 minutes. Members of the public will have one opportunity to speak during this segment of the hearing. May also submit their concerns in writing during the public hearing. During this segment, the commissioners may ask additional questions. The bylaws of the commission allow only for the presentation of similar positions in succession and preclude the intermixture of comments pro or con. All questions, comments must be directed to the chair. As you are recognized, please state your name and address so your comments may be legally recorded. Please be assured that everyone will be given the opportunity to speak. However, the commission is most interested in hearing factual information relative to the application. In view of the time constraints placed upon us, we ask you indulgence not reiterating comments previously presented. After the public comments are received, the applicant will have an opportunity to comment, and the time will be limited to 10 minutes. We are going to save the correspondence reading for the next meeting because I'm sure we're going to have more between now and then. So do I have a motion?
I move to continue the public hearing for Z-21-15, 3 Nichols Court for a single-family conversion for 1,351 square foot apartment to April 22nd, 2021.
Do I have a second? Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So now we're on to old business. So 83 Federal Road, application Z-21-8, site plan modification for a proposed food truck at the Exxon Mobil station. Is the applicant with us?
Yes, I'm here. My name is Alexandra Jagiello, representing 83 Federal Road. How are
Okay.
you all?
Good, good. And I see that commissioners, we received I hope everybody read from the public safety and fire, their comments. And Alexandra, did you have a chance to review those?
I was able to access the police commissioner comments. I was not able to access the fire commissioner's comments. Is there a way that someone can relay those to me?
Mary, it was short. Do you have it in front of you?
You're muted.
You're muted.
Sure thing. Okay.
Thank-
Sorry, the fire marshal said, "I'm okay with this. As I noted in viewpoint, the food truck will require a fire marshal inspection prior to opening. They can contact my office to schedule that or through health when they schedule their health department inspection." Michael Connors, Deputy Fire Marshal.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
Okay, so you want to present your application?
Sure. We're proposing a food truck in the southeast corner of the property. We would like to have 5 parking spaces, one designated for handicap closest to the food truck itself. And the spots themselves will, are to scale in this map here, site plan, US standard. I think it's 8.5. I can't really read that, to be completely honest. But yeah, so just 5 spots. It's pretty self-explanatory. And yeah, so I think I don't really have too much more information regarding that entity right now. I think that is pretty much the gist of it. Standard food truck procedure, open for, lunch. And yeah, our plan is to have locally sourced foods, specifically like health foods and things of that nature. And we will, we're just trying to open it as quickly as possible so that we're able to benefit from the upcoming summer months.
Okay, and did you see the police chief's message about where the employees should park?
Yep.
And you don't have any issues, concern with that?
No.
What are the days of the week that you're planning on having the food truck there?
Well, the food truck will be located there on the property 7 days a week, so long as that's okay with all of you. And yeah, I mean, we don't necessarily intend on moving it daily.
So it's going to be staying there permanently?
I wouldn't say permanently, like it will have the ability to move because it will be mobile, but our plan is to not really move it unless necessary.
Okay, and what is your intended hours or opening of the food truck?
The intended hours of opening the food truck, I would say approximately 8 hours a day. Primarily probably lunch, early dinner, that type of thing.
Are you open up in the morning for breakfast?
It's possible that we might have some breakfast options. Maybe I'm thinking around like 11 a.m., but not like 7 a.m., something like that. Like 11 to like 7-ish.
All right, so you're not looking at the morning commute, you're looking at more the evening commute.
Correct.
And what about the weekends?
I mean, is this going to affect the application status if the timing, the hours of operation?
I'm just asking you what your intentions are. It may or may not, but
Okay, sure. Yeah. I guess I will have to do a little bit more research into the data and on that, because I don't have specific, I don't want to give you specific hours, but typically we're looking to target, I mean, during the weekends, I would say I don't see why maybe we would open a little bit earlier just because people would have more time available to like come. But I would say that for the most part, the hours might stay the same.
Okay, so Saturday and Sunday, you probably keep about the same hours.
Yeah.
Any other questions from the commissioners?
Yeah, I was looking at the parking spots and I did a little research on the parking requirements
Sure.
and just ignoring the food truck for now, the parking requirements for that gas station of that size, the 1,964 square foot building is 8. And 8 can go here. They're just not marked right now. But that's 8. Well, actually, I could fit 9 using your little square that you had, the 9 by 20 or 9 by 18. That's our regulation size
Okay.
for a parking spot. But the other comment is the handicap spot is supposed to be 13 wide by 18. That's a standard ADA size parking thing, and that sort of squeezes you there. I mean, overall, to me, it seems dangerous to have parking spots right there, right next to the truck in such an angle, because if I'm waiting for my food and someone comes in, if they're not paying attention, I feel like I could get hit by a car. Aside from the fact that I'm not sure if you have enough parking spaces for both a gas station and a food truck. The food truck adds another use on top of the existing gas stations. And I can only look to fit 9 there. 3 along that grass median in the front, then 1 on the side, and then you have your other 5 you have there. And that Volvo in the front, I know there's 2 Volvos on the property.
Yeah.
The one in the front really shouldn't be there. That's signage.
Yeah. There's updates and updated information that we've.
Yeah, I saw that letter, and I didn't know which Volvo to which it referred. There's a green Volvo on the side of the building, and there's this decrepit one in the front there with the signs on it. So one of them is for it, but the one in the front shouldn't be there because of signage. But that's my issue with the plan. The way the traffic flows through here, just for people getting gas, and 1 bypass lane that goes between the canopy and the station, doesn't leave much room for your parking spots, as you know. But it just seems like I could only fit 9 on here. That leaves you with 1 extra beyond the gas station, and really, I don't know how many you need. I've never there's other food trucks I go to, and I'm never really sure. Maybe 3 or 4 during the high time. There's 3 or 4 people there parking, or maybe 3, and you only have 1 extra.
Sure. Yeah. Also, I mean, we have 5 parking spots for specifically the food truck, but as you mentioned, there are other places to park in the lot. Also, not to mention, we are directly next to a lot of parking, like in this vicinity. So I'm like, the next door parking lot is also an option, and people can easily just walk over if there seems to be an overflow of cars. There's other options located very close by where people can park comfortably and walk over.
Yeah, that might be true, but regulations state that you need 8 for the gas station. And then you're adding a new use, so you need an appropriate number for that food truck above and beyond the 8 on the property, unless you have some sort of arrangement with the next door neighbor for the overflow parking. So that would have to be part of it too.
Sure, understood.
Can I talk?
Yeah, hi, Fadi. Nice to see you. Hear you.
I'm driving, so it's hard. I don't like to interrupt. Hi, everybody.
This is Fadi.
Yeah, we need your name and address for the record and who you are.
Fadi Kumbarji, the owner / mechanic at 83 Federal Road.
I'm sorry, your last name?
Kumbarji.
Can you spell that, please?
Qumbargi.
Thank you.
Thank you. The one that's in front, the Volvo that's in front, is the one we are waiting for the bank letter releasing the lien. Hopefully tomorrow or early next week, I'll have that, and I'm happy to let that get off the property and have it all cleaned up. Right now, we're just having about 2 cars on the property, but the station is, I mean, you guys see it. The station has a very high price, gas, and it doesn't really move volume. We get about 40 customers a day on, and that's basically through what the convenience store is currently doing from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. After that, the area is dead. It's a very quiet area at night. We're looking to bring something positive, good, not something that's going to be, it's not even going to be a set menu. It's kind of just going to be random, good little source. So we're not even going to be appealing to a high volume ticket type of situation. As a food truck, we're very limited on, one of the things I'm kind of thinking of is a pastrami, egg and cheese sandwich, or, even a brisket, type of thing. So it's really going to be based on slow cooked foods and limited quantity. So even if I had this type of thing where people wanted to pull up, we're just not going to do that. We're not going to focus on how many people can buy my sandwich and how much money I can make. This is really more towards good practices with local farms that I know, good sourced meat, some nice options, things like that. I'm not looking for a high volume. I already, even in the shop, we get maybe 1-2 cars a day. It's not a high volume location.
All right. So honestly, I hope that you do have high volume, because that's why you're putting it in, and to make money. However, this commission here, we can only approve or deny what is before us and what's in our regulations. So if you're only allowed a certain amount of spots per the gas station, then you have a food truck, we can't go away from what we're allowed to do. That's what a ZBA does, the Zoning Board of Appeals. So we have to look at it. We can't take into consideration that maybe you're not doing as much business as you could have been doing. We have to follow our regulations. So the argument you made, however, succinct it is, that shouldn't be before this board. That's before the Zoning Board of Appeals.
Oh, okay. Well,
we're
maybe
just not, we're not allowed to go away from our regs.
So there's no, so just by parking, are we shot, or is it still somewhat possible?
Kurt, so
Do I forget
I would have to
just close the shop?
I would say yes, because you only have 1 extra spot for that. Just so you know, this is the first time we see the full plan of actual parking spots laid out. Before this, we just had, it wasn't detailed enough to figure it out. And even the other 4 spots that I can put down on the plan aren't actually put down. Now this gas station was probably conforming, because you could fit 8 spots in here. They just weren't marked down. What you're doing is modifying the site plan, and now, looking at how you have everything put in, it becomes obvious that, hey, you don't have enough parking spots. But as the chairman says, the ZBA is to look at extenuating circumstances and other things like, what is the volume coming through here typically and historically, and they can make adjustments for that we can't. So based on this, once we see this plan, it seems like right at the end, you're like, oh, what the heck? But it is important, because you would still have to come back to us even after you got a variance. If you got a variance, you still have to come back to us for the site plan modification with a variance in hand. And we say, okay, you got your variance for parking, and now we can approve it because it matches all our regulations.
And we also see the parking on your map. The other way to do about this too is what you brought up, is that your neighboring properties, not the ones across the street, but your neighboring properties, if you can reach an agreement that they have enough parking for their building and they have an overage of parking that covers yours, then you can also come before us with an agreement saying, listen, they have, let's just say they're supposed to have 80, but they have 90 spaces. So they're allowing us to share 10 spaces and that gets you over. That's another way. And that's a way that this commission can approve it. Because otherwise this commission, have to stay to our regulations. If it doesn't meet our regulations, it doesn't matter if we think this is the best business in the world. We want it. And I want to have that egg and pastrami sandwich. There's nothing we can do about it, unfortunately. That's the ZBA. If they really want an egg and pastrami sandwich, they could say that's a hardship and we approve.
What's going on? Let's say it.
Yeah.
All right. Whatever we have to do, we'll keep going, if ultimately I have to think, let go of the shop, it's been a long ride and it's quite hard making people give you a chance and bring people in. And, I guess I'll have to let go of that dream, but, however we get there.
And sir, I'm not saying you need to let go of that dream. This commission can't give you what you want because we're not allowed to.
No, I get you. I'm not trying to be sad about it, but it has been quite emotional these last 4 years in that shop. A lot has happened there.
But you have two other options. You can go to ZBA, which they can actually have the power to grant you what you want. Or you can go to the neighbor and get those extra spots.
I'm definitely going to put the time into both those options. And we'll see if we can work something out next door, or if ZBA is really, if ZBA will do that.
And I want to make sure, this commission wants you to be successful. They want every business in Brookfield to be successful. Any other commissioners besides what me and Kurt said, do you have any other ideas for them? Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
just to know, if you do choose ZBA, they're having a meeting pretty soon. Usually they meet once a month, but something happened Monday, so that they're meeting the 19th. So if you decided to go to them, that's really soon. And then we meet 3 days after that, again, 22nd. So
but they need 2 weeks ahead. They're all public hearings.
okay, so they couldn't quite squeeze in.
But in my opinion, you probably just need 4 spaces to make it meet the regs.
So should we, can we update the site plan and show it to you and kind of get a feedback before we present it to ZBA?
Well, if you can get the 4 extra spaces on your site plan, then with this commission, you've meet our regulations. If you can't make it and you need to go to ZBA for approval, I don't know why you'd want to waste your time with this commission. Go to ZBA first.
Okay. All right.
I want to make sure that we give you the information you need to get where you want to be in the most expeditious way possible. And that's why I was asking if any of the other commissioners had an idea of what other avenues besides parking sharing with the neighbor or going to ZBA, but that's the only 2 in my experience that I see possible here. And by all means, I do not want to discourage you. I want to make sure that everything that you want to do, you can happen. So that's why we're giving you these other opportunities.
I appreciate that. I'm not discouraged. I continue to push forward. I have definitely faced some battles, definitely in Brookfield for sure. And I will continue to move forward for sure.
Okay. Do you want us to go forward on this, or do you want to withdraw your application right now?
Is it safer to withdraw? Is there any type of backlash by getting denied right now?
There's no type of backlash either way. It's just whether or not you want us to go forward, discuss this, and then vote on it, or if you just want to withdraw it and then either go to ZBA and come back, or go to your neighbor and try to get some other parking spots, and then we vote on it.
All right, let's do that. Let me go to the neighbor as well as ZBA, and I'll email Fran, or Alex will email Fran.
Fran, can we keep continuing this application?
How many extra days do we get with the COVID regs? Oh, 65 or something? Don't we get a lot?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we get more, and we're still in that time. I think we can continue it to the next meeting, and then I think the commission may have to make a decision. I'll have to check tomorrow when I get back in
All
the
right.
office.
So what we're gonna do is we're gonna continue it because there comes a point where this commission has to rule one way or another. And so at that point, you would either have to withdraw or just let it go through the commission and then we'd have to vote on it. But we have enough time right now to roll it over to the next meeting. And Mr. Lally is gonna see when our cutoff date is to either vote on it or you can withdraw. Does that sound fair?
Oh, you guys are fair. Yeah, it's awesome. Thank you.
All right, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to continue 83 Federal Road, application Z-21-8 for a site plan mod for proposed food truck.
Do I have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, so you continue over to our next meeting and good luck with everything you're doing. It sounds like you're trying to go forth very fast, so I commend you on that.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Mr. Chairman, they have 65 days, plus they have an additional 90 days because of the COVID.
So we have some good time on this.
Oh, yeah, we do, yeah. So,
Okay,
Oh, we're good. That's great.
we're good, yeah, so.
Awesome.
thank you, Mr. Lally.
Thanks,
All
Ren.
right. So now we're on to 128 Federal Road application Z-21-26. We can schedule a public hearing for 4/22/21. Do I have a motion?
We did already,
We did.
yeah.
Oh. And I was there.
Yep. Just to remind us that's coming up next time.
Yeah,
All right, so new business. We're on to 401 Federal Road, Twins Barbecue, application Z-21-30, temporary event application to have music bands over at Twins Barbecue. Do we have the applicant?
Hey guys, it's Mike Gallup. I'm on.
Do you need the his spelling of his last name?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Mike, what?
Gallup, Gallop, is in Peter.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, and what do you want to do?
This is obviously we're at 401. We're looking to have bands during our hours, specifically on the weekends, potentially Friday afternoons. Our hours today are to 7 on Friday, 6 on Saturday, and 5 on Sunday. Obviously, we're all outdoor, so that's primarily what we're looking to do.
Okay, and going to what time?
Oh, I'm sorry. During our service time. So we're gonna. So a band would start at 3 o'clock, and we would shut down at 7 o'clock when we close.
Okay, so you're not looking at any night beyond 7 p.m.?
No.
And what were the days again?
So what I submitted was we had a potential date on April 25th. I believe it's a Sunday, but we're looking to do this as I wrote in my letter there, looking to do this all summer long. But right now in the month of April, we have one book date. And honestly, I didn't book any other dates pending this discussion.
Okay, but what are you looking at days of the week, I mean?
Oh, I apologize. A Friday at most, and then Saturday, Sunday.
So you're just looking for Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays?
Right, that's it. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay, and then going no later than 7 p.m. or?
That's correct. No later than 7 p.m.
Okay, and no earlier than what?
Well, our service time is at noon, so it wouldn't be any earlier than noon.
Okay, so no earlier than noon.
Yeah.
Okay, and I believe us as a commission, we've spoken about this with the temporary events coming, and it's my opinion that we should not grant an application for too long right now, just because the neighbors and the volume of the music, we're not too sure. So it's almost kind of like a testing, and I would like to do it maybe month by month or see how 1 month goes. If there's no complaints, maybe we can give it longer so that the applicant can have book more things out, but I personally am not I'm not comfortable with going any longer than a month, just in case some neighbors, there are apartments, I think, Mary, you talked about it before, that those apartments aren't that far away and there's no trees in the way. So, you know,
from where we are?
yeah, there's the Barnbeck.
Barmbek, yeah.
I mean,
So,
kind
sounds
of
like
where we
Karen.
are. I mean, right? I mean, okay.
Which way is the band gonna face?
They would face 133. So
But
yeah.
like you said, Eric, you know, I like the month by month. Let's try it out,
Yeah.
and then we can just roll it over.
Right,
Yeah.
because, you know, it is still in a little bit of a valley and the base carries. So I have no issue with it, but then again, I'm not living at Barnbeck, who's the closest, or the churches that might have something. So I want to do it as a month and see if there's any can discuss it and other people might be affected. I'm over on Merle, I can't hear, but we have to speak for the rest of the people.
That's fine. So you're thinking on a 30-day calendar. So I would book. So for example, just for the month of April, and then come back to the commission for May. Well, what's
So
the
if you're looking, so you don't need anything before April 25th, correct?
no? Yeah, I didn't book anything because once I found out I needed a permit, I didn't do anything. So I could book because there's a lot of people within town who want to book.
I want to make this as best for you as possible. Give me your 30-day period that you want us to look at.
If there's a way to just, and here's why, guys, there are weekends I'm not going to do anything because obviously with the truck, we do catering. So like our next event from the 25th would be May 8th. I'm doing stuff on the weekend, so it would be May 8th. So
No,
and
what
then
what I'm asking you is, do you want a start time, any date before April 25th, knowing that we're going to give you 30 days?
No, the 25th is fine.
So we can give you from April 25th. Does anyone know when Memorial Day is?
Yes. The 31st, I believe.
Right.
31st.
Right.
The 31st. Okay, so it's well before that. So we can give you from April 25th to May 24th.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And we could do the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with the live music no earlier than noon and no later than 7 p.m. Was that what you're asking?
Yeah, I mean, that would work. So the 24th. So again, right now, that would just allow me to, yeah, I mean, because of my schedule, I could book 2 dates in there.
So let me ask you, Eric, or because I think I misunderstood you. 1 month. Let's see how it goes, and then after that,
Right.
maybe we could give you a longer time if it goes
Correct.
well.
Right. Fran, when's our next meeting? In May. Not our next meeting. I'm sorry. When's our
May
meeting?
is
in
the
May?
13th and 27th.
Yes.
Oh, 13th and 27th.
Yeah.
All right. So then I would want to give you out to the 28th.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because then you can come, that gives us enough time for somebody to talk or say anything. And then on May 27th, we have our meeting, which I would like to see if there's any members of the community and have them speak if they have any issues and hear them.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's fine. And then all right, that's fine. And then, if I have tentative dates from there, obviously based on that next meeting, that works. It could be a longer time. That's fine.
Right. We can either, at that point, we can either keep it the same, enlarge it or lessen it, depending on what the community has to say.
Yeah, I'm fine with that. That works.
Yeah, and that's 14 possible dates in that month window to, try it out.
Yeah, no question. And I could sneak some Fridays in. It's just that, with catering services, we're busy on some of those weekends. So, okay, that works.
And is the beer truck going to be up?
we were trying to get that up as well. So, but
Any other questions or comments from any of my other commissioners?
Nope, sounds fair.
All right. And for the applicant, does this seem to work for you? And is this
No,
fair?
I think that works best. Yeah, we can, couple, dates in there, and then at the next meeting, hopefully, there are no complaints, but we can work from there. That works. Thank you very much.
Right. So I'd like to make a motion on 401 Federal Road, application Z-21-30 for temporary event application to have music bands at Twins Barbecue. From April 25th to May 28th, that from Friday to Sunday, they're allowed live music no earlier than noon, which is 12 p.m., and no later than 7 p.m. on those dates, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, between the days of April 25th and May 28th.
I'll second that.
Any discussion?
No.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
All right, so the motion carries, so that's what you have.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Good
Take
luck.
care. Thank you.
All right, now we're on to 1106 Federal Road, La Pietra, application Z-21-31. Is there anybody here? Is the applicant here?
Yes.
All right, your name and address for the record?
Nate Romanis, 25 Adams Avenue, Milford, Connecticut.
And please tell us what you want to do.
So we're looking to install a rooftop commercial PV system at La Pietra. It's going to be a ballasted system on the roof, and it's to serve their electrical usage. They've already contracted to have this put up, so going through the process of getting all the approvals necessary. I think all in all, that's the base of it. If you have more specific questions about solar, about how any of this stuff works or the racking, I can go on in detail about those things. But we have 360 panels to go on the roof.
And what's the kilowatt, the power of?
The total power of the system is it's 135 kW of wattage on the roof and 100 kW of inverters. So 135 DC, 100 AC.
And any battery backup or not yet?
No batteries.
No, all right.
We're getting there, but not yet.
Okay, when I see the pictures and everything else, I don't see anything that's jutting up higher than any of the stacks or any of the other HVAC equipment or anything else you have on there.
No, the stacks will still be the tallest thing by far. The panels themselves about a foot off the roof at their highest point.
Any other questions from any other commissioners?
How long will installation take, beginning to end?
We're hoping with good weather, we could do this in a solid 2 weeks, a full 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more, but that's kind of the goal for us, is about 2 weeks.
Okay.
I have a motion.
Make a motion to approve 1106 Federal Road, La Pietra, application Z-21-31 for a site plan mod for installation of solar panels on the roof of building.
Second.
Second. Oh,
Any discussion? All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much. Thank you for hearing me tonight as well. I really appreciate that. You saved me some flack from some people.
Well, we're glad we can do that.
All right, guys, have a good night. Thank you very
All right,
much.
you
Yep.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
weekend. We're on to the informal discussion. Fran, you always have something.
Signs and banners, or the feather flags. I mean, it's just, I don't know. There's more and more popping up, and I just, I don't know. I'm hearing, people saying, "Is there no zoning officer in Brookfield?" Well, there is one. It's a never-ending job. But I just don't know. I don't know. I have a heart, but then in the meantime, I see the town getting overtaken with feather flags. That's my opinion. I think it's time to maybe just, enough's enough, and this is what the rules are, and we're trying to get back to normal.
Where's the
We all
latest
want
crop
normal.
of them, Fran?
I'm sorry?
Where's the latest crop of them that you've seen?
450 Federal Road, then I just seen the barber shop now at ShopRite.
Yeah.
He's got one out
Yep.
there, roosters and stuff. And,
Yep.
once one person sees them out, then everybody just thinks, well, they're good to go. And that's what happens, and I don't want everybody to get comfortable thinking that they can do it, but, it's a never ending job, zoning. So that's why I love my job. Yeah.
Well, you have
Yeah.
more hair than I do, so obviously it's not that stressful.
What's that?
You have more hair than I do, so it can't be that stressful.
Yeah, well, it's all great. Trust me, it's falling out. So,
How about this, Frank? I'm not a big, I don't want you just to like go there and say, take this off tomorrow. How about we give it to May 1st where everybody go, hey, listen, these feather flags and all these other signs need to be gone by May 1st. That gives you a good 1 month of good weather,
Yeah.
everybody being out to figure stuff out, but you have to take them in by May 1.
yeah, no, I mean, the feather flags, I'm good with that. The small signs, they don't bother me too much. It's just the feather flags. That's one of the biggest things. Then,
What is
So-
does that give everybody enough notice if you can stop in and say, hey, by the way,
oh, yeah.
the
3
commission
weeks
will
at
May
least.
1?
Yeah. They've had them out for about a month already or months, so I think it's more than adequate.
And I believe, from what you're looking at with the government, it looks like come May, the beginning of May, a lot more is going to open up. I've read the articles and they want the kids to start having their proms and everything else. So it looks like with enough vaccinations and everything else, we're going to open up. So everybody knows they're there. Everybody's existing. So May 1st sounds fair.
Mm,
Yeah.
What does everybody else think?
yeah.
Is it just an education problem? Are people trying to get by the rules or do they not know the rules?
They may not know. I think they don't know the rules.
Probably.
So, because there's been no enforcement with it, for the past year, which,
Yeah,
Well,
and
some
like you
do
said-
know the rules.
Yeah,
I know
but-
personally feather flags are out there. Some do know the rules and they're throwing them out now. And I think that's what you're saying, Fran. Now everybody's going, okay, you know what? It's time. I know the rules, but I see the other ones out, so I'm throwing them out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mine.
And before you know it,
flailing,
the federal
man.
road's going to be covered with feather flags. So,
Yeah.
So we can do it as a May 1st. So those that are out, you can tell them, hey, by the way, and I don't even know what May 1st is. Maybe May 1st isn't the best day. Let me say.
Mayday.
Saturday. So how about by April 30th? The
Sure.
Friday.
yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Last day to fly the flag is April.
Yeah. It's good with me. So,
Okay.
yeah. But otherwise, that's, really, that's all I have. JJ Stacks was supposed to get an application in, but he didn't get it in for music yet either. So,
Mm.
besides that, it's been busy, but good. So,
And Maggie's, they closed down to start doing their
they
renovations.
did.
Right?
They did. Yes, they did. Yep. So that's moving forward. So they already got the outdoor patio already situated. So it's good.
Well, I like to see when we actually discuss and approve things, they actually do it,
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, they're moving. Oh, he's moving forward. Oh yeah.
Good.
So,
Anything more
Yeah.
intense?
besides Puccinella, Marketplace, Edgar from Hacienda was in the other day. He wants to do a tent now in the parking lot. So gave him the applications. He's got to go through the building department with it all and do our permit. Otherwise, it's been pretty quiet, but I know I think Marketplace has his opened already, but he doesn't have the Mafia blocks in front yet. So, which he's going to have to do. So otherwise, and Puccinella hasn't opened up theirs yet. So it's just up in general. So.
And what do you think the live meetings date will be for us, to actually go to town hall?
Originally, I heard beginning of May, but I don't know. There's nothing in writing yet.
Mhm.
First selectman on that. So,
Yeah, I mean, personally,
and I think it's going to be up to everybody's discretion whether you feel comfortable coming. If not, they're trying to figure how to get commissioners that
what
don't
I'll
feel
probably
comfortable
do, just so you know, Fran, I'll probably stay remote until or if ever the mask rule's gone. because I've done Zoom meetings where people have been in a group and they have masks and I can't understand a word they say.
I know.
So since I got to do a lot of speaking, I'll probably stay remote until the mask is gone so
Yep.
that actually people can hear me.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah.
What I think is interesting about our meetings is, I only had a couple before we went into lockdown, but we can't see each other. We're sitting next to each other and we can't see each other. And we just hear each other speaking. But in this format, we can see each other's faces, and it's in some ways a good thing, right?
Yeah.
It's true.
And better attendance.
Yeah.
Actually, that is probably true. So what happened with ZBA then?
I don't know. Maybe they all got the shot and, got side effects.
Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't feel the quorum for whatever reason.
Yeah. But so I've reached out to everybody, both parties, and if they know anybody for ZBA, if you know anybody that's interested, obviously we have them reach out to, the first selectman's office, or to, the Republican town committee or Democratic town committee. And, let's get people on there because, it was embarrassing. I will say that we had 5 applications on board, like 15 people or 10 people there. It was embarrassing. It's sad.
How many members are they down to?
They're down to 5. So yeah.
It should be a good motivation for community members to run for office or volunteer, because it's if your application is being held up, then step up to the plate.
Yeah. Well, what was funny is I had one individual call me the next day and say, he had an application in front of ZBA. His son had an application in front of ZBA. And he says, if I want to become a ZBA member, can I vote on my son's application? I'm like, no. Oh my God, no. No. you can't do that.
Conflict of interest.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, no. So that's just,
I think we only have one opening now, right?
Yeah,
The regular member.
yeah, the full opening.
Yep.
Yeah, we do. Yeah, for Chris's spot. Yeah.
Chris's spot, yeah. And do we know any time that someone's gonna be appointed?
I've been trying, Eric. I've reached out to Rose DeMarco. I called Rose DeMarco Tuesday. And I don't think she's RTC chair, but I said, Rose, I need help. You got to find me somebody, because we need a spots filled on ZBA. Or even on here,
Yeah, we're really lucky that,
We are.
members,
We are.
and thank you to the members. I'll tell you what, I've been here for 8 or 9 years now, and the attendance right now is impeccable compared to what it used to be.
Yeah.
So, and by the way, I also want to say something to you, Mary. You came onto this zoning commission with not knowing a lot about zoning, and you took it upon yourself to read up, to drive around, to ask questions, and you got on board so quickly that I feel like if I'm not at a meeting, it is well taken care of by you. So I wanted to commend you in front of everybody. That is awesome, and you're doing, and you have done a great job.
Here.
Yeah, I
Yes.
agree.
Definitely.
Thank you, but I definitely couldn't do it without, learning from you the whole time.
Yeah, and Fran's a wealth of knowledge. So, Fran, you going and taking that position became huge. And I hear from so many people, this commission has changed, and it's a good commission. It's a commission that people want to come before.
Definitely.
So, I just want to thank everybody for that because, and Kurt, man, you're like an encyclopedia. You better never leave this board or any board that has to do with zoning. I have no idea why ZBA did not come out, because when you stepped on, I hugged Fran. Wow, that's great. So no, this board is great, and Phoebe, welcome here. There's good people that are really working hard and getting on board. So if you need anything, any of these faces you see, feel free to ask.
Well,
Definitely.
thank you for the warm welcome, and I'm so excited to join the team.
And now enough people left, I can actually see you. Anything else, Fran?
No, I'm good tonight. Yeah. No, all good. So
Anybody else have any comments? Leslie, take us home.
Okay, motion to adjourn.
Do you have a second?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
All right.
All right.
Good night. And have a
Good
great
night,
week.
Good night,
everybody.
everybody.
Good night,
Good night.
everyone.